We are on a 24-hour escape to the country. I haven't been here for ages.
You Hazel Beach.
What do you mean, you Hazel Beach?
You Hazel Beach. Jobing me up like a sudge.
Julia and I have escaped for a 24-hour excursion into the country. One night, camping in the van in East Sussex. Well, we've had a great first day, and we're now parked up in a lay-by in a quiet country lane somewhere near Heathfield. It's time to have a bit of fun flying our drone before bedding down for the night.
Set it down.
Going in the van?
Yeah. Enjoy that, didn't you?
I did enjoy that, and I've managed to fill the van with dust right at the end. It's all just flown in there.
We
But
saw it all.
lovely Julia's going to have a go now. She's going to mind the telegraph wires.
Yes, she's going to mind the wires, she's going to mind the road, she's going to mind the farm, she's going to mind everything. She's going to do very little with it.
Here we go then. I would take it just up if you can. Drone flying done. We are now preparing food. Yeah, we've got some potatoes in here. So I brought my steamer from home, which is rather good idea. This was your idea.
It was, because you were saying, oh, we better do something, decide on something quite simple because we've only got the one hob. And I said, yeah, unless we take the steamer.
That's a good idea. So we've got potatoes, we've got some carrots, we've got some bacon. There's actually a lot of bacon in there.
Yeah, well, we don't have to use it all tonight. We can have a couple of pieces tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, put it in the cool box, hopefully. Yeah. And Julia's doing the broad beans.
That's that.
And we've got, we didn't really mention this, we've actually got this perfect spot.
Yes.
We'll just go and show you the perfect spot. I mean, we've seen it from the drone, hopefully. If I've edited this right, you would have seen where it is from the drone, so probably don't need to see it. But it's down a lovely little country lane. Yeah, evening is coming on. What is it now? 7:30?
Good question. Check it.
It's a lovely spot. I
20
think
to 8.
20 to 8, perfect. We went through, we didn't take any pictures actually, which was very remiss of us. We stopped at a little village just down here. Can you remember what it was called? Something green at Warbleton.
Rush Lake Green.
Rush Lake Green. Look at that, Julia, it's brilliant. Lush.
Even
Lake.
the alcohol.
Alcohol. Is that wearing off? Yeah, a bit. So we've spilled out down here with all our gear.
We have cleaned up the rubbish that was sprawled here, the plastic.
Yeah, so they can't blame that on us. Ow,
yeah.
that's my foot.
Oh, sorry.
And
let me do it again.
What's that rubbish there then?
That is the bag of the stuff that I've clicked out.
Oh, okay.
Don't want to put it in the van, but until we're driving away and I can find a bin.
Yeah, that's true. Great. Right, well, we get back to our food and After that, I mean, you know, we'll be watching the telly, going down the pub, playing a game of snooker, and then it'll be time for the BED.
We'll be snuggling up on the sofa before
Yeah.
the BED.
Perfect.
Ah, they're so cute. Such a cute couple. You ought to see what she tries to do when no one's looking.
I don't want to see what she does when no one's looking.
She's been waiting to get hold of him for a long time.
Right, cup of tea,
Yes, please.
and then we'll get the cooking done. Boy.
Oh, that's fine. All zoomed in too tight. There we go. She's getting the hang of it.
Yeah. What kind of tea are you having?
I'll have a lady.
Alright, that tells me how much water to put in the kettle. Too much.
I hope I didn't just put my quiche in. Get us a copyright strike.
No. When you're behind the camera, you have to speak really loud because the microphone is quite directional. So it doesn't pick you up so much.
It's probably a good idea. I'd get dizzy and fall over and maybe stuff would come out of my face.
What kind
At
of
this
stuff?
moment because I'm still tiddly.
Tiddly widdly middly poo.
Why did you let me have a second one?
What? The second martini? Pavarola Rosso. I need all of the tea bags and come on, woman.
Okay.
I need the tea bags. Here, let me hold that for a second. I need the tea bags and the coffee.
Ta-da! Ta-da! Tea bags. Not them ones though. She's getting her brain cell in order. Are you having lady or coffee?
You're
having coffee.
I'm having a coffee.
Hence you said coffee.
Yeah. A simple
But yummy meal.
and healthy.
Mm-hmm.
It's lovely. Bacon, potatoes with a bit of butter on them, bit of black pepper, podded broad beans, and
Cherry tomatoes.
and onion. Yeah,
You say carrots and potato.
I can't remember. Lovely. We're going to eat, and we're not going to subject you to it.
So do you.
Morning.
Morning.
I shuffle closer to you, shall I?
Yeah. Please do.
We are.
On the bed.
Oh,
Waking up.
yeah. Trying to get ourselves away. It's only 7 o'clock. I mean, it's not only 7 o'clock. I mean, it's as late as 7 o'clock.
Yes, that's what you mean, isn't it?
I did have to
It's
nip out.
already 7 a.m.
I did nip outside at about 3,
Yep.
and it wasn't light. It wasn't light.
Wasn't it?
No,
Really?
no,
There's this thing.
no. And I did notice there was a bit of light sneaking through the window, behind the covers and stuff at about 5. But we were quite tired, so I didn't get up.
And we tucked her back into bed, didn't we?
And we did say, "Oh, should we get up and fly the drone?" But the drone is packed up underneath the bed. The bed, I don't know how much you can see here, but the bed is basically the whole of the van now.
Yep.
So it's difficult to get out in the bed. But we had a more successful night with the bed and a mattress that was given to us by one of our viewers, Tony. Thank you very much, Tony.
Thanks.
Than the previous mattress I bought from that shop that does a lot of things.
I think it is helpful to have 2 separate mattresses to sleep on anyway, because
Yeah.
if one of you gets up a lot during the night,
Doesn't affect the other.
it's less likely to affect
What are you
the
saying?
other.
I get up a lot. I tell you what, I had 3 very long. We went to the pub a couple of times yesterday.
We did.
We had loads of cups of tea.
So you had 2 pints of orange
And-
and lemonade.
Yes, that's all I've had in terms of alcohol. I didn't have any alcohol.
No, you didn't.
And we had hot chocolate before we went to bed. We had hot chocolate before we went to bed, just to illustrate that again.
Spoiling me, weren't you?
Yeah, we've had a very lovely time. But today is a beautiful day out there, so we need to go and get ourselves organised, and I think we should drive somewhere, then have breakfast.
That's a good idea.
We have moved to
Rush Lake.
Rushlake Green in Warburton, or whatever it is, come back to the village that we were talking about yesterday, there was a tent on the green.
And lots of cars.
And lots of cars, and people singing, well, warming up their voices
yeah.
to give some sort of recital. La 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 la.
Yeah, it was
all
really
of that.
weird noise, isn't it? I can't even imitate what they were doing.
No, but it was that sort of classical music recital that was going to go on.
Really serious stuff.
Oh, very serious. We did think about hanging about, but then we thought we'll go and get something to eat, which we did, as you saw. So we moved here before having our cup of tea, so we're going to have a cup of tea now and a coffee. Julia's got hers. We thought rather than the lay-by that we'd found, which was nice for sleeping in.
It was perfect for what we needed, wasn't it?
Yeah, but this is a beautiful village, so we thought we'll have a cup of tea and look at these beautiful houses. Just look at the view that we have.
Breakfast. Enjoying your cuppa?
Yes, I am enjoying the cuppa, and we've had our bacon. I enjoyed the bacon as well, that was very lovely. Second cup of coffee set me up, and we've tidied up the van in this wonderful little village that we're at, but we're going to pootle on a little bit more. We've only got a few hours left now, so there's not much more to our adventure, but you never know what's around the corner.
Nope. They're very friendly here, aren't they?
They're very friendly. We've had people passing by. We've been cooking our bacon. Sorry about that. And we've been making cups of coffee, and people have been walking their dogs. And at first, because we're in their village and it all looks very posh, I thought, oh, people are going to scowl at us. And actually, one woman looked through and said, oh, isn't that lovely? And another one we had a good old chat with about her dog and what have you. And I think the secret is...
Looking dapper.
We look nice. We dress up. We don't look sort of down and out as if we're just in t-shirts and jeans and could be anybody. We look presentable, and we certainly don't look like gypsies, tramps and thieves.
Don't get me started.
Don't get us started. She'll be starting singing in a minute.
We are on the hunt for Mad Jack Follies sugar loaf, and we've not found it yet.
We're driving round the estate at Brightling in East Sussex, where Mad Jack Fuller, famous, I think he was a philanthropist, but he was a member of Parliament and many other things. He was buried at Brightling Church in a pyramid-shaped mausoleum, which we may stop now and have a look at first and see if we can get a signal on our phones to try and find out where or ask somebody where the sugar loaf is. So I think I might just park here.
Good idea. This camera's actually quite heavy, isn't it?
It is a heavy camera, yeah.
Oh,
There we go. Well, already I've seen the
mausoleum. Tomb.
Can we not get in? Or is it fenced off? Oh no, I think we can get in. Silhouetted here a little bit by the sun, come round this side. It dominates the churchyard. Thank you, Julia.
Oh, lovely.
Under the tree.
You that is old in churchyard mould.
And, where are you, my love?
Here. Keep going.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Dominating the landscape. The squire of this area is
You
Mad.
mean the Lord?
But he was a squire. The Mad Jack Fuller. He was, I don't think he was, I'm not quite sure
I
if
thought
he was.
squire was, because you had the knight, and the knight would have a squire.
Ah, different
Different
type
kind of squire.
Yeah, different type of squire. Somebody can explain the difference.
Meanings of words changed,
Don't they?
don't they? Don't they just?
He was known as the squire, he was.
Excellent. You are looking at John Mad Jack Fuller's pyramid. If you peer inside, you'll doubtless catch a glimpse of Mr. Fuller, perhaps eating his chicken and drinking his claret, if it is the right time for dining. If you cannot see him, then you will at least be able to see that his 25-foot high pyramid is in desperate need of restoration. We have started an appeal to pay for this work. If you want to help and have your name recorded as a donor in perpetuity, please look at the details inside the church. Echo!
Can't focus through the hole. Wow. Can you see him?
Yep. Eating his chicken.
Eating his chicken.
He's eating Nando's.
So the legend was that he was buried in an upright position at a table with a knife and fork. That's the illustration, but of course that's complete rubbish, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And there's nothing in there.
No.
And he may well be buried probably underneath.
Or he may
the
well
floor.
be elsewhere at the moment.
Yeah, but
Because this needs restoration, blah, blah, blah.
you can see that originally, before this wall was here, there was
Another door here.
another door here because you've got the hinges coming down the sides. But yeah, how
I guess
interesting.
it gets quite a few visitors per year.
Yeah, I bet it does.
Not like a theme park or anything. but
No.
anyway.
Famous people have have visitors to their graves,
They
don't
do. They do.
they? To pay homage,
Hmm.
which is like hummus, but it's not the same.
I wouldn't want to pay hummus.
No.
If you like spooky sounds, you'll love this.
Wait,
Bye.
what do you mean by? It's gone. I am stuck in Mad Jack Fuller's pyramid, in his mausoleum. I'm not very happy about that, I can tell you. Julia, let me out!
Didn't think I'd leave you here, did you?
No. But will you let me out now? I promise to be faithful and true and good and loyal.
I was expecting that anyway.
Oh, well, in that case,
Come on then.
I have my fingers crossed.
Cheeky swine.
Yes. Just come into the church and there's a little information thing here which has just set me up to think that Brightling had gone a little bit woke. It says Mad Jack Fuller was a plantation and slave owner as well as a prolific donor to the arts and science. And technically that's all true. He was a local philanthropist and donor to Brightling Church. And then it goes on, we acknowledge Mad Jack's involvement in the support of the slave trade during his lifetime. By the way, his life was 1757 to 1834.
Someone else has written on here, and so what? They all were.
Exactly. And so that's what drives me a little bit bonkers with these woke things, because that's part of our history, and it was the thing that people did. And back then, it wasn't an issue. Of course, we would never do it now, but I don't think we need to worry about that as such. I know there are people who want reparation and all of that, but let's just enjoy the history as what happened. We weren't responsible, and it's nothing to do with us. That's what happened. We, as the country here, were the ones that were foremost in the abolition. Thanks. Abolition of the slave trade. Not a word that one can speak very easily.
And do you know what? It was the English, or rather British Navy, that went around the world and prevented everyone else from continuing the slave trade. We do not have any reason to feel guilty for this. We stopped it. We stopped it across the world.
You've set the Rottweiler off now. However, the rest of this church is absolutely beautiful. Far more beautiful than the one we saw at the other place that we were at, where the Star Inn was, Heathfield.
Yeah.
Which was a lovely church, All Saints Church.
It was very simple on the inside, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like you just said.
This is beautiful. We've gone back in the van and we've driven around the corner.
And guess what?
We found the sugarloaf.
We found it.
We found it.
We didn't ask anybody for help.
No. You may wonder if during this video we've gone a little bit countrified like that. So it's not that this is the accent from round here. It's just we found ourselves doing this.
I don't know why.
I don't know why. It was this 24 hours into the country.
Into the country.
So if you're offended by anything you've heard
very sorry. It was
in
not
this
intended.
episode, we just hope that you were offended in a very nice way.
We hope you're offended in a ticklish way.
Anyway, we found the sugarloaf. Come on.
Let's go. I gotta get my shoes.
Get your shoes.
They're down here.
Right.
I'm coming.
Good man. No, that doesn't go out here. Look, here, the sugarloaf, the pathway. I've been here before. I made a video here once before. True. I'll link to it. That was the police car. You didn't see it. So it was called Oddballs Eccentrics. I'll link to that down below if I remember. If I don't, remind me. Don't remind me. Do remind me. Anyway, we're walking up this pathway and it will take us to the sugarloaf.
Ouch.
Before we get to the sugarloaf, I just point out, here's the trig. A lot of people run past this. It's buried in the hedge. But that's the trig point. That wasn't here when the sugarloaf was born, or constructed. There it is, the sugarloaf. Right, back in the van, come on.
I said get off my land.
Is this your new home, lovely Julia?
Yeah, if you're going to leave me here.
Gonna leave me here. I never wanna see you again. Ha 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 ha. Da 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 da. Copyright strike. You're inside the sugarloaf. You know there's a story connected with the sugarloaf.
Am I going to be wanting to run out of here like...
No. But I think a hermit or a family used to live in here many, many years ago. I think, if my memory serves me right, back in the 1930s. But anyway, the story is that Mad Jack Fuller, whose mausoleum we saw earlier, had a bet with the vicar of Dallington, which is a village nearby, that you want me to come in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
And
keep thinking I'm going to stab myself.
yeah, don't stab yourself. Anyway, he had a bet to say that from his windows at Rose Hill, that his estate, he could see the spire of Dallington Church. And he couldn't. So what he did is he got his workmen to build very quickly this cone-shaped building, which we're now in. It must have been very quick, but it's stayed here all this time. And apparently he won the wager. I guess the vicar sort of believed him. He said, come over by the window, have a look out there, see, there's the spire of Dallington Church.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether he won the
Little
wager
fibs.
and whether the story is apocryphal or not, but
It looks like there was a second floor, potentially.
yes, I think there was, because there are those
Holes
holes in there. People have lived in here,
Yeah.
amazingly. It's a beautiful
Yeah.
building.
It's one big window that's been
Yeah,
blocked off and
a
one
little one
window
there.
And then up the top. Oh, no, one up the top there. Ooh.
don't fall upwards. Whoa! No, you're supposed to go that way, you fatty.
Well, the
Falling up.
gravity goes.
Whoa! I know.
Whoa.
Hang on, do it this way.
3, 2, 1.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah, that was.
Just for a second, we got you, didn't we?
No.
No. I'm hanging my head in shame.
Hang lower. That's better. There we go.
Thought you were going to be rude then. Aha! Let me in. Let me in, boy. Let me in. We've parked up the van on the way back just south of Upper Dicker,
Yes.
and we're by a little stream. In fact, I've done a walk nearby here, can't remember what it was called, the Wessex Trail, I think, or something like that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This is kind of coming to the end of our wonderful 24 hours. It's about 11:30, 20 to 12. We've got 2 hours. We've got to get home. We're easing off now. We're going to make a cup of tea in the van.
We found the sugar loaf though, so that's the main thing.
We found it. We've had a lovely time. It's been absolutely fantastic. I hope you've enjoyed watching our exploits. And we're going to try and just do a little bit more drone flying before we say arrivederci goodbye.
And all that jazz.
And all that jazz. We found a lovely little place on this road just down from where we said we were for possible another overnight. So it's worth clocking these things up. I think it's just off the A27 and north a bit towards Upper Dicker. Anyway, that's where we think. You probably know where it is, somebody out there watching now.
Probably.
But we're going to make a cup of tea, so we're going to say arrivederci. We say
Yes.
thank you so much for watching.
Yep.
Don't forget to check out the members area and become a member, subscribe, and
Like, subscribe, click the notification bell,
all of that.
and all of that jazz.
And we're going to try and arrange to do another 24-hour escape to the countryside. If Julia can get some child cover, we are going to do more of this.
Absolutely.
So see us on that one. Till then,
Bye.
bye-bye!